All right, so if you didn't watch my last video about why you need to have card on file to get paid in your business, go back and check out that video. But this video right here, we're going to talk about why you need a minimum gate price to even get any work started at all. So, like I say, last video, we talked about how to get a card on file and get your customers to pay you that way. But that ain't gonna do no good if you get out here and you ain't even got a minimum price. You just out here going off the whim and you're guessing on your prices instead of having real estimation system that's gonna make you profitable instead of being all over the place. A lot of guys out here are working, but they're all over the place. They're not profitable. They look busy, but they're not really pocketing no cash. So in this video right here, this is part of the minimum price framework. That's the same system I use in my own line of landscape business. It's branding without selling anything. The first step is your market floor. What this area supports is 5 to 10 local companies. What you want to do is find out what minimum prices out here. Ignore all the cheapest, and the outlier high prices are going to be the ones you're going to check out. The middle is going to be your market floor. If you don't know what the market floor is, you're guessing. You're guessing, and you might be guessing wrong. And I'm going to tell you, that was me in the beginning. My prices was basically, I was basing my prices on if I can make 25 or 30 an hour. You know, for coming from a $14 an hour job, if you can get yourself up to 25, 30 an hour, that sounds real good. But we're basing that on a 9 to 5. We're not basing it on a business. When it comes to a business, it's going to be things that's going to come into that hourly 30 an hour where you're not going to be able to touch that if you're not pricing right. So your base price is going to be your non-negotiable minimum. This is the lowest price you can leave the truck for. You can't go no lower than that. I don't care if that neighborhood is a $35 a week neighborhood, $40 a week neighborhood. If that's not your minimum price, that's not your neighborhood now. You have to set your minimum price. This minimum price is going to cover your drive time. It's going to cover setup. It's going to cover equipment wear and tear. And it's going to cover your administration part and your billing. Some of you guys don't even know what administrations is. So I suggest if you don't know what a word is, find that definition. Because administration and billing, that's just as part as the mowing, if not more important than the mowing. The base price is the price that keeps you in business. Without this price, guys, I'm telling you, you'll be like me. The guy that I spoke on in that last video, trying to scramble, trying to chase those truck payments, had to go back to work. If I didn't get a job, you probably wouldn't be talking to me right now. I would have been out of business that year. So why you have to charge more? Speed with consistency, clean edges every visit, professional communication, systems like auto pay, scheduling, and estimates. These don't, well, put it like this. Let me back up a little bit. These aren't free. They shouldn't be considered free items. Skills is what's going to turn average pricing into premium pricing. And things like speed and consistency, clean edges every visit, professional communication, systems like auto pay and scheduling, estimates, getting everybody on point. Like, that is premium pricing. You don't want to be the guy who's running out the black book, who's the $30 guy, who can't afford to pay for the CRM if you need it to help systemize your business. You know, some guys don't even have an edger. Just think about that. I was talking about crispy edging. It's quite a few guys that don't even have an edger. To get into premium neighborhoods, yeah, you're going to have an edger. They're going to want those edges nice and crispy and looking clean. So, you know, also with this minimum price, why not do the same price on all yards? I'll tell you why you can't do the same price on all yards. Gates. Some yards have hills. Some yards got more obstacles than others. Some may be overgrown. Some just got poor access. You can't discount below your base price. You add for complexity. Now repeat that to yourself. I can't discount below my base price. I have to add for complexity. So you may have a yard in the same neighborhood. One yard's $50. One has a corner lot. You can't cut that corner lot for the same $50. That corner lot's going to be more work more than likely. That corner lot may have a ditch running all the way around it. You may have to weed eat. You can't charge that one like the same $50 yard that you had next to it. It's going to take you more work. It's going to take you more within that hour to get that yard done. That's why you can't do this. This is why you have to have that minimum price. You can't go below that base again. You have to charge for the complexity of the yard. All yards are not created the same. When you go under, let me tell you what happens. In the building stage, it's temporary flexibility for people. That's just in the beginning. In the beginning, you're going to try to work with who you can to try to get people on schedule. After that, you're going to get into the growth stage. Once you hit that growth stage, you need to be a little more stricter, and those minimum prices need to really be set. Once you're in the beginning, like I said, you're flexible. You're trying to get anybody on schedule. You're trying to build it up. You're trying to get some work. You're trying to make your resume. So, yeah, you want some flexibility. That's exactly how I was. When I was a $25 and $30 guy, I was basically paying for somebody to let me get on their property, take a chance on their property. I could give me some before and after pictures. I could start scaling up. Next thing is at the scaling stage. You're going to have a higher minimum. You're talking about hiring, right? Let's just say if you are. You want to hire somebody. You're only charging $50 a yard. What do you think you got to pay this guy in the truck? What do you think gas and everything else is going to cost you before you get to that first yard? Consider all that if that's where you want to be at. Even if you're a solo guy, think about it. Think about everything this is going to take for you to actually come home with what you want to come home with. 55, 60 may be your price. That's almost what you want to come home with is 55, 60 a cut. So if you're thinking about coming home with 55, 60 a cut, you might want to jump that cut up to now $70, $75. That way you can cover anything you need on that property to be able to make that price that you need. So this ties back to step 2 of my minimum price framework. Most guys just skip this part and wonder why prices feel so random. If your number's off, it's usually because you skipped a step or you ignored a step. That's pretty much what happened. This creates, once you get this pricing, I'm telling you, it's going to create authority. It creates familiarity. And it just it creates people like this guy. We got to pay him if we want the yard done right. And a lot of people will willing to pay for great service. Don't ever forget that. You get what you pay for. Even you, when you go out and spend your own money, think about it. You're trying to get the best for your dollar. You're trying to get the most quality for your dollar. Treat your customers the same, man. It's going to transform. I'm telling you. You're not just giving discounts no more. You got a premium price. This year, before you step out the door, make sure you got you a minimum price set, guys. You're not saying this to be pushy. You're not saying this to, run nobody off. You just got a business you got to run. And that's just what it is. Go to Google, look at the top 5 companies in your area, find out what they're charging, and make sure you're charging right. If not, I'm telling you, you're going to be out of business. You're going to be that guy struggling. You're going to be that guy trying to make payments like I was. So I'll leave some links up here for some more videos, man. If y'all like videos like this, subscribe to the channel. I'll check you in the next one.